Hello everyone, great that you found your way towards this podcast. Now here I will just explain the structure of the master seminar in social cognition and social neuroscience, which may help you to decide whether you want to sign up for the course or not. Now with this podcast you might already realize that I'm a big fan of new teaching methods, and as such I would also like to use a new teaching method in our seminar. Now, what does this teaching method entail? It is called a flipped classroom or inverted classroom model. And what happens exactly is that knowledge acquisition will not occur during the times when we meet in class, but it will happen in your own time. So you will actually have to prepare in a way before you come to the class time, so that you can contribute in a sensible manner. Now, what are you supposed to do in your own study time? So here I will open up every week on Moodle your topic of that week, and you will have some basic text, video or podcast, and you can use this material to then answer certain questions and tasks that I will put up in a worksheet every week. In addition to these tasks, you can also use then that time to pose questions or comments on things that you just couldn't get your head around when you were going through the material in your own time. And those questions and comments you are most welcome and are encouraged even to bring along to the in-class meetings. Then in class we will take time to go through your questions and your comments, and we will make sure that everyone will get a good ability to understand the knowledge that was supposed to be acquired. In addition to clarifying these questions, we will also apply your newly acquired knowledge, and we will even try to use it in a new and a creative manner. For that, we will go through certain exercises, tasks, discussions, some games maybe, so various things. And one of those, let's call it activities in class, will also be carried out by a small student group, but only for 20 minutes. So we will have changing tasks about every 20 minutes, and one of those tasks will be accommodated by a small student group from 1 to 3 people, and just change things a bit around so that I'm not always the one that puts up tasks and questions for you. Yeah, so this is the basic concept of the flipped classroom. You acquire knowledge at home, you try to go along some guiding questions, and if you want to come to class in that week, you should go through those guiding questions and bring some extra questions into class, so that you can use this knowledge to then apply it and maybe even create new things with it. As such, it is not compulsory for you to attend the times in class, so where you're not studying for yourself. However, it's surely highly recommended, especially when you want to sit the marked exam for the module that you might want to get a grade for. Okay, so as I was just talking about marks and grades, I come to the assignment for this course. So there are two possibilities. You can either just get an attendance certificate, or you can get a marked certificate for a module that you want to finalize here. Okay, I start with the first one. So for the first one, for the attendance certificate, you need to fulfill 3 assignments. The first one is that you submit 10 of the worksheets that you're working on in your own time every week. So we will probably have 13 to 15 topics in total over the semester. And from those, you are supposed to submit 10 to me. So for some of the sessions, you might not do them, but in total, you need to submit 10. The second thing is you should please prepare a small section for the in-class activities, as I just mentioned. So you with up to 2 more students get together and you decide on a certain topic and an activity or some sort of application of the basic knowledge that is acquired by everyone for that session anyway. So, for example, you might choose a very recent research article on a certain topic, or a very new intervention method, or a very new application of this knowledge in a certain organizational environment. And yeah, you can be very creative for that task. You can just brainstorm and Google and go to the library and search for information and yeah, create and construct an activity for us in class where you take us on your journey on this extra topic. And then there's the third thing. The third thing is I would like you to prepare at some point during the semester a video or a podcast. That video or podcast is supposed to run for about 10 minutes, and that might be created with you by yourself or up to 2 of your fellow students, so a maximum of 3 people per group. And the content of these casts is supposed to be the following. You should agree on a dream job that you would like to get after you finished your studies. Perhaps you even already have that dream job, but it's important to find a job that will require some of your knowledge that you have acquired during your psychology studies. And the task will be that you describe to everyone on this podcast or this video cast what that dream job is, and then how at least 3 of the topics from the seminar that we've covered apply to this job. So here you're supposed to go into certain models and concepts and perhaps brain structures that are important for that topic, and you're supposed to show us in a convincing manner how these topics are relevant for your dream job. You may certainly also work with things like soft skills, like reading, comparing, presenting, and so forth. But you should also concern yourself with the content of 3 of the topics that we've covered. Yep, and that's really it for the attendance certificate. Now, what about the people that would like to get a marked grade for the module? Now here you're also supposed to go with those 3 assignments that I've just been talking about. So that is the 10 worksheets, the active in-class activity, and the pod or the audio or video cast in terms of your dream job and the application of 3 topics towards this dream job. And then we have an exam. So this exam will either be oral or written. That depends in the end on how many people are going to decide for this exam. And then, yeah, you will get 3 topics. Actually, you will even choose 3 topics. So you will have a very individualized exam. You can tell me before you're going to sit the exam on which 3 topics out of the entire seminar you would like to be assessed on. And then you will get for each section 10 points. And here you will have questions that are more in terms of knowledge acquisition, but then also in terms of application and are in terms of interpretation, analysis, and creation. And as a preparation for this exam, the answering of the questions on the worksheets that you go through every week is pretty sound and pretty good as a good start for the exam. So if you only do the bare minimum and go through these worksheets every week, you will be able to pass this exam. Surely you will not get the highest grades or high distinction here in this exam with only covering those questions, but you will be able to pass. I can promise you that. Yeah, so this is really it for the marked certificate. Okay, so these are the things I wanted to share with you so that you can decide whether the format of this seminar is something for you or rather not. And yeah, if you think this could be something for you, I very much look forward to seeing you in the very first class for this seminar. And yeah, bye-bye.